here. And of course, my AC turns on as soon as I hit record. Literally the second I hit record. But anyway, I just wanted to ask y'all if you could please pray for me because I am going through such a hard time right now. My muscular disorder is so awful. I don't really want to get into it because I'll just burst into tears, but I'm being attacked because there are some people that I'm fighting for spiritually a lot who are close to salvation, but of course Satan is wiggling his way in and making them doubt and turn away from God and blame God for things. So I've just been, fighting on their behalf, just like when you're in a marriage that's unequally yoked. If your husband, for instance, and no, I'm not talking about myself. I'm not married. I wish I was, but anyway, I'm still praying for a husband. But for example, if you have a husband that's unequally yoked, if he's worldly, if he's an atheist, or he's just lukewarm, you want to plead the blood of Jesus over him. You want to bind the devil and all the demons affecting him, and just pray for him all the time. And that's what I do with a lot of people that I know, and because I can see they're such good people and they're so passionate, and they would be amazing workers for God if they could just, find him properly. And so many people were so close, and then, so I've just been fighting a lot spiritually, and the harder I fight, of course, the more the devil affects me. And if you're gonna be one of those people who say, oh, the devil can't affect you if you're Christian, please just get out of here, because I'm not in the mood to deal with any of that or any of the judgmental crap that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. If the devil isn't bothering you, then you're not fighting for God enough, if at all. That's, if you're not on Satan's radar, you're probably doing something wrong, and that's just what it is. And I've had a muscular disorder my whole life, but it's, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Every day is a new journey for me, and the last week or two has just been getting increasingly more difficult, and the last 2 or 3 days have been just so awful, so painful. And when it acts up, it's not like I just have an hour or a few minutes where I'm in discomfort. It's just a constant thing. And then, it affects my depression. My depression was just barely there, and I was having so many good days the more that I'm leaning on Jesus. But, um, when every muscle in your body, and I mean every muscle, your eyeballs, your ears, your head, your neck, your toes, your fingers, I mean, even muscles that you wish you didn't even have or you didn't know you had, they're all affected so severely. And now my AC's turning off, thank you. I hate the background noise. No one's complained, but it bothers me. Anyway, because you're being so severely affected, you can't help but feel depressed. And of course, that's the spirit of heaviness working on you. And then the spirit of stress comes in, and, it's just a full on attack. And so I'm having a really hard time. So I would like, if you could please pray for me, I'd really appreciate it. Um, of course, I'm never going to give up, and I'm never going to stop fighting, but I'm unable to work. I'm unable to work on my Etsy business, and I'm unable to work here on YouTube because I can't use my hands. I can barely use my mouth. I can barely talk. It's very hard for me to form words. It's very hard for me to hear in general. My hearing goes in and out. I mean, it really affects every part of my body. It is such a terrible thing. And, it really devastates me. And so I'm trying to stay positive and just lean on God and try to tell myself it's because I'm doing the right thing. It's because, I'm getting persecuted by people. I'm being judged daily by people. I'm being abused daily by people. I'm being stalked and harassed pretty much daily. And then I've got the spiritual aspect of it all where, right when I'm trying to witness to somebody or I'm trying to work on a documentary, that's when, or usually not a documentary, but when I'm trying to, share truth one way or another, that's when all of a sudden I can't talk, I can't hear, I can't think, I can't move, I can't type, and or I'm just like shaking all of a sudden out of nowhere, and it's ridiculous. And I know what it is. I know that it's demonic. And I cast it out and bind and rebuke it, which does help me immediately. But it just comes in these waves where the attacks are worse than they usually are, if that makes sense. And it seems like because of my muscular disorder, and I don't want to get into it too much, but I'm not able to fast for very long, and I'm always praying for God to help me to fast. And so I feel like if there are demons inside of me or attached to me somehow, um, that won't go away until I fast long enough. I think the most I fasted was, I don't know, maybe a day and a half or 2 days or something. Anyway, um, it's like the demons that are attached to me are being starved out because I'm not giving in to sin. I've changed my life so much. I'm not saying I live a sinless life, because that's not possible. Like some people say, they're like, demons can't affect me because I live a sinless life. That's not what I'm saying. But I've changed a lot in my life. Um, I mean, in just 6 months, so much has changed completely. So I know that's affected the spiritual realm a lot. And so it's like I'm starving out these demons, and I'm noticing less and less attacks as the months go by, and I'm doing better and better. But I'll get like maybe a few days or a week or two here and there where, I'm uncovering some big truth and sharing some big things, and it's like the demons save their energy for those moments so they can attack me as strongly as they can, and then they have to hold on to their energy again or something. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what it seems like, because the first 3 months of me being a Christian were incredibly hard, especially like after I got baptized. It was very difficult, and I would have the worst anxiety and the worst depression, and the worst intrusive thoughts and feelings. And now, like, I'm just so much better, but I have these moments. And I don't need anybody telling me that, oh, you must not love Jesus, and that's why you're not feeling like ice cream and popcorn all day, or whatever, you know? Like, if you're never in pain, and you're never anxious, and you're never having a hard time, and you don't have one health issue that you can think of in the world, and you've only been a Christian for like 6 to 8 months, then tell me your secret, I mean, yeah, that might be me in a year or two or something, when I'm completely done with my sanctification process. Or, I mean, maybe that process is never truly done, because we're always, growing. But you know what I mean, like when the main stuff is out of the way. Um, but for now, I'm still not a perfect human being. What a surprise. So anyway, please pray for me, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And I might not be making too many videos for who knows how long until this passes, because I'm just really unable to do much of anything. um, I really have to be able to use my hands to make myself my own medication, because I don't rely on Big Pharma. The only thing I have from Big Pharma that I use on very, very rare occasions is Ativan. I think it's called lorazepam, Ativan, whatever, which is, I think, an opiate. Um, I only use that when I'm having like a severe panic attack that won't calm down for a long time. And even then, I usually don't use that stuff. I might take 1 or 2 Ativan every 1 to 3 months. But other than that, I have to make all my medication myself. And I haven't been able to do that for days because my hands don't work. So, and also, like, I can't think straight. I can't do so much for myself. So, I really hope I can get on disability because I definitely qualify, but I've been turned down. So, hopefully, I can get disability. Hopefully, I can get this Etsy shop opened up and somehow figure all this out and not go homeless again. I don't know. Love you guys. Bye.